So let's take a look at Academic Search Ultimate. I'm at the library homepage. You'll see we have a banner at the top that is introducing it, and if you click here you'll learn more about it, and that includes some tutorials and just some background information about this particular database. But you search for it just like you did all the other databases that the library has. So under Discovery Search you'll see that word, all databases, phrase. Under the popular databases on the right, you will see Academic Search Ultimate. Simply click here. It'll open the database. This is an EBSCOhost database, so it looks different than ProQuest, but the elements are pretty much the same, meaning the limiters, the ways that you can search it, it just looks a little different. So we are in the advanced search. Let's put in a topic. I'll just stick in leadership here and spell it right. As you know, you can choose a field. I can leave it just blank right now. One of the things that Academic Search Ultimate allows is for you to have equivalent subjects. So in other words, these are synonyms for the word leadership. If you don't want that, you simply click that to deselect it, okay? And we can, on this page, also limit our results to scholarly, peer-reviewed, or to full text. I'm going to let it just be so you can see what it looks like when we click the yellow search button and look at the result list. So in our result list, this is similar to ProQuest in that on the left you have the limiters. So on the left we can limit now our search results, which here's our number. We can limit these to full text if we want. We can click scholarly, peer-reviewed. That would be limiting this to the academic journals. We also can change our date parameters. So we can drag this ruler and you can see the from date flipping around here. So we can get really close and do like the last 11 years here. So we get something a little more current. You also have limiters on the left of the types of resources that are shown here. Choose academic journals, because if you don't, one of the options was reviews, and so you might get some book reviews thrown in there too. I'm sure you are noticing some of this foreign languages here. There's several of these. You can, and you'll note that you see the title in a foreign language, but the abstract is English. So they have the translation. But if you wanted to limit your language, notice you got that option down here. So we could go to language, and we can limit this to be sure we're just looking at English language publications. And that may be helpful, maybe not, but it's once again your choice as you're searching this database. You are seeing the text options underneath the article, so let me just take one of these and walk you through it. The first thing you see right here, and you've got the little finger showing, that is a linked title of the article. After that, you are seeing the author's names, you're seeing the journal here, the date, the volume, the issue, the page numbers, and then all of this is an abstract. The last thing you're seeing on this one here is the DOI. Then you have subject headings, and then there is a link to the full text. When I click the title, this is where you see the full record, and you get some tools. So on the right, you have tools that help you save the article or create a citation for it. So you can, in Academic Search Ultimate, you can send the article to your Google Drive. you don't ever want to add it to a folder, because if you add it to a folder, it's adding only here in this database. And if you recall, when we talked about RefWorks and other things, that's cloud-based, and you can use it over multiple databases. So you don't want to save something where you have to go into one database to find it. So I'll show you where you can export this into RefWorks. You can print it, you can email it, you can save it. These copyright has been paid. When you click Cite, we can scroll and find APA 7, which is pretty good in this database. Actually, it's very good. But of course, the example I'm showing you has an issue. Can you tell? Look at the author's names. You never use all caps. So the author's names need to be sentence case, where the first letter is capitalized, everything else is lowercase. The same with the article title here. But beyond that, it looks good. Now when I click export here, this is where I will see under the list of export managers, I see I can send this to RefWorks. So if you have a RefWorks account, you can send it to RefWorks. And they use the word save. So you would click direct export to RefWorks and save, then it will begin for you. You can create notes, but they don't stay here. So you don't want to do that. And the permalink is a link to this article that is used whether you have a subscription or not to the database. On the left, here's your PDF full text. You can also because it has a PDF window, you can use that down arrow. You can print directly from this window. And they have linked sections here. Unfortunately, some of these sections are linked in terms of another language, which is not so helpful. But in most cases, you'll see those linked chapters or sections where you can jump into it. I'm going to scroll at the top. Well, I was going to scroll up, but you don't have to. I'm going to click Result List. And go back to the list that we began with. So that is searching Academic Search Ultimate. One thing you'll notice in the EBSCO databases, we have live chat availability. So you are in the database, you can click live chat, and you can enter something, give a question here and send it, and the librarian will be very responsive with you.